Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm TKA Brew. Brawl Stars released 4 newspaper clippings depicting the future of what's happening to Brawl Stars. We're going to go through each one of them, give my theories and understandings, because one of them could be depicting the end of Brawl Stars. Stick around to the very end to hear all my theories of what I think is coming in the next season. So stick around. Alright, so let's watch it piece by piece right now, and then we'll go over it page by page and discuss it. I have not watched anyone else's videos or read anything about other people's theories and ideas, so these are all my own. If they're like anybody else's, it's just a coincidence. So let's watch. Because that went by really quick, let's read it out for you guys right now. Seismic activity in the ocean just outside the city has resulted in bizarre earthquakes. The initial tremors were quickly blamed on Jackie, who has since publicly responded with a statement dismissing the accusations, which is sadly yet unsurprisingly unfit for print. Carl was quick to assemble a team of geologists who have discovered the source of the activity comes from much deeper underground, possibly from the very depths of the ocean. The earthquake continues to grow, yet little is known as to why. So let's go over this. This is the Daily Brawl, but if you see in the top right hand corner, it says Disputio de Risi, which actually translates as talk of brawling. So this is all about Brawl Talk. And you can see it's the 24th of June, which is actually today. And the other newspapers are also going to be talking about stuff in future days coming up to Brawl Talk. Now, anchors away the photo of Danny, who says, will Danny return to talk, is the question. I really feel like Danny's probably away on vacation, or it's possible they weren't allowed to have both of them in the studio to record side by side because of social distancing. So it's possible he's just vacant because of that. I don't think there's anything like mysterious or like he's behind the earthquakes or anything like that. I just think it's a normal situation for everyday life. Right below that is a 20% off max energy, which is actually very interesting if you read the rest of the newspapers, because it starts at 20, it goes 50, and then it goes free. Despite one of the newspapers saying that there was a sharp rise in everybody wanting this demand for energy drinks. But if there's such a demand, why start giving them away for cheaper and cheaper until free? My idea with all this is actually that Max is probably going to be the focus or the center of next season's Brawl Pass. Probably, but we'll get more into that later on. But because she is just giving away energy drinks, it is a possibility. And speaking of Brawl Passes, I am going to be doing a giveaway for next season's Brawl Pass in the form of a iTunes card or a Google Play card. So you want to stick around later, and later when we get closer to the next season, where I'll be giving out information on how you can actually win that. Before we read out this newspaper for you, I want to point out around the edges, you can actually see a Mecha Crow in the background of every single one of these newspapers, which probably means there's probably going to be a mech focused or a more robotic focus to this season coming up, which is what I'm hoping for, which kind of fits into my theory with the Mecha Crow. But let's read this out for you. Toxic spills could be costly. A mysterious spillage has seen the seas turn toxic. City residents have been advised to stay within the confines of the city and do not go near the water. The consequences of the toxic spillage are still being speculated. However, no one has yet admitted culpability for the accident. Many citing the recent spike in demand of energy drinks as a contributing factor. Now, if we look to the bottom right, you could see a picture of what I'm going to assume is what they're calling toxic, but that picture, if I remember correctly, is not of the ocean, but it's actually a picture of Showdown itself. That is the toxic smoke from Showdown. So it's really interesting that they don't have a picture of the toxic ocean, but they are now comparing the toxic seas to the toxic poison gas inside of Showdown, which could be pointing to a possible new game mode coming up, which is part of my theory as well, that they're comparing this to the seas to give you a little bit of hype, a little bit of excitement that something different is coming other than the same old poison smoke you see inside of Showdown. And then 50% off max energy drinks, which is very strange, because if The demand for energy drinks is on the rise, like I said. Why start giving them 50% off? People are going to be wanting and buying in these things. Charge the normal price. There's no need to drop it 50% off unless they want to make it seem that nobody wants it, but everyone's going to want it in the end because it's going to be free. So they're trying to just give it away, which is like possibly something to do with the Brawl Pass coming up. Like I said, a max focused Brawl Pass. June 26th, which hasn't happened yet, in the future, the colossal crustaceans is a exclamation mark at it. So they're actually saying that they're actually going to be crabs, but if you read it, we don't actually know that. So an almost cavern-like burrow has been discovered on a beach just outside the city, despite baffling scientist, botanist, and nature lover Rosa has a groundbreaking theory that the hole may be caused or maybe created by a crab, which is the colossal crustaceans idea, but that'll be debunked in the next newspaper. Given the proportions of the hole, Rosa predicts the crab size could be gigantic. By her calculations, the relative size of the crab would be the dwarf of a super stadium. So this is a huge creature that came out of here. They're speculating crabs, but like I said, in June 27th newspaper, it actually debunks that. So that is nothing new, but it is pointing to something massive, some big monster creature that has now crawled out, which was probably causing all the earthquakes from deep within the ground, crawled its way up, made a huge cavern on its way up, causing the hole. And we're going to figure out what that is in the next paper. But Barley, the hottest bar in the city, I'm going to assume is just a normal ad, but could be pointing to a more robot-focused season for everything that's coming next season. Skins for robots, skins for ticks, kind of skins for like the whole mech idea, which I think is coming up. And a Brawl Talk right here says airs on the 27th of June, which is what we're hoping for. So on June 27th, we're all going to obviously predict that Brawl Talk is happening this week, which is kind of awesome. And the very last newspaper, unidentified creature seen in the city. So this is actually pointing to the fact that the crab is not the right choice. It's unidentified, which means it's never been seen before. And if they've seen what a crab is, they would have guessed crab. So I'm going to guess it's some sort of monster, some sort of big creature, never been seen on or inside the Brawl Stars universe. It would be my guess. If you look at the picture, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a picture of the unseen creature. I don't think it's that dark building with the little spikes and antennas on it. I actually think that's a dome, like a fighting dome where all these Brawl Stars battles take place. But if you actually look up in the top right-hand corner of the picture, you see like a little dark swirl of some sort. I'm actually going to say that's the creature, because in all these like Godzilla type movies, and someone tries to take a picture of Godzilla or this monster, it's always like a little piece or a glimpse of them, and I actually think that is what is actually being shown, is the tail, arm, tentacle of something in the top right hand corner of the picture of this unidentified creature, and not any of the buildings or anything else you may see, just the top right hand corner. And now max energy drinks are beginning away for free. This demand that everybody wants it is so high, they're just giving them away, which kind of doesn't make any sense. So the only thing I can think of is maybe they're going to be doing some free Battle Pass giveaways, or this is really going to be a max-focused season with the Brawl Pass. I was going to say Battle Pass. The Brawl Pass being a max-focused, giving you a max skin and max pins and all that kind of stuff. And then last but not least, another heist in Bandit Cove. A confused cashier describes his experience. A living cactus broke into my store and stole a lot of marshmallows. So I'm going to guess Spike is getting a new skin, or there's going to be a new cactus like brawler, but more likely it's going to be a cactus Spike skin. Something to do with marshmallows? I don't know. But some sort of thief understanding, or I don't think it would be a marshmallow character, because why would you steal marshmallows unless that's what's all you eat, even though you're made out of marshmallows? I don't know. I just think it's going to be some sort of like Bandit Spike, Thief Spike, or some sort of focus on that kind of stuff. So what does this all mean inside of Brawl Stars and Brawl Talk? I'm guessing this actually means, like I said, Max is going to be the focus. A Max or a Mecha City or a Max Rescue theme for the Brawl Pass, just like this was Terra's Bazaar right now. This is going to be a Max focus, Max title. I still think it might be a Godzilla type idea where this big creature comes out of the ground and the Brawl Stars community has to, or the Brawl people inside the actual city have to deal with it. Kind of like a Godzilla type movie would be my idea of what's happening. That means I think there's going to be a new game mode. A game mode where this monster comes in, starts attacking. The waters start to rise as toxic waters that come in. Is it a new type of showdown map? I don't know. I really think it's going to be like, kind of like, I'll say Robo Rumble. This idea where this one big massive creature is there trying to attack and you're trying to take it out. But more specifically, I'm actually hoping that it's actually going to be a community-wide or a brawler-wide game mode where the more damage you guys do to, or more damage we do to it, the more perks get dropped. A idea that the community as a whole is trying to take out this monster. So every day you get a certain number of attacks that you can go in and attack the monster, and by the end of the season we're trying to destroy the monster and save the city or the Brawl Stars cities, which comes to the idea where, like, if we don't save it, maybe that Brawl Stars city gets completely wiped out and completely taken away from the game, and they replace it with some new kind of skins and aesthetics for the game maps. But that would be my idea: a global wide Brawl Stars community attack to try to take out everything with it. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's a Max focused Brawl Pass that's coming up? Do you think Max is getting a new skin, some pins, and a new Spike skin? It's really up to you guys. I want to hear what you guys think about all of these kind of things. I gave my ideas and my understandings of what might be happening. I would love to hear from you. And I think that's everything. I don't think I have any other ideas racking around in my brain of what this could all mean. June 27th is the Brawl Talk, so hope to see you guys there. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later.